No, it's cool. I mean, I don't live there anymore. I'm not going to school there now, so it's not so weird. And I'm really sad, actually, that my parents have moved, so we don't visit Lawrence anymore, because it's a nice town. And Jeremy will vouch for this, and Kathleen will vouch for this, too, because she went there earlier this year and said, hey, you grew up in a really nice town. Who knew? I went to Hillcrest Elementary School, and then I went to Centennial Elementary School, and then I went to Central Junior High, and then I went to the cool high school, Lawrence High School.
They were in, this was for Tabletop Deathmatch Season 2, which is going to be coming out in January, I believe. And they're one of the finalists for this year lives in Topeka. And
how does she know this and you don't?
because
you texted me about it, and I know the names of Kansas towns better than Graham does.
Also, I had literally no idea you were here. Hi, Kathleen.
Oh, there's the Nazgul.
I guess you could tell the story, but what I was going to say is when you were asking locals for places to eat, everybody was like, well, if you want a nice place to eat, you want to drive 25 minutes and go to Lawrence.
Because Topeka or Lawrence?
Well, one of the people in our party was like a vegetarian with some dietary issues.
So that's not going to go over well in a lot of places.
Well, yeah, she had a lot of trouble finding food that worked with her allergies, basically. So we said we're looking for a vegetarian restaurant that can accommodate some dietary restrictions, and people were like, "Oh, you'll want to go to Lawrence," and I think that was like a Lawrence is a hippie college town kind of thing. So
it's put it this way, it's the only county it's in the only county in Kansas that consistently votes Democrat. It's where the hippies go if they're in Kansas.
Yeah, we had really good Thai food there, really good.
Yeah, they have some really good restaurants. And it's because it's a university, it gets a weird cultural mix. Like my parents had dinner with the Belgian ambassador there once. Like they actually get a lot of people from very far other places through the town, and so you get a much greater cultural diversity than in smaller parts of the Midwest. Although I have to say, since we're kind of crapping on the Midwest here, the Midwest is a really great place to grow up in many regards, and I enjoyed it very much. People are very nice in many regards. So I get this random text from Kathleen that's pictures of her, one of which is in front of the very iconic, noticeable, unique, moving statues in front of Lawrence City Hall. And I'm just like, what? How are you there?
It was worth 75 cents to send those to
Yeah, so I told her the address of the house I grew up in, because my parents had just moved a few months before back to Canada, and so she went and took pictures of it, which is really cool. And then I sent them to Free State Brewery for dinner the next night. I was like, you really need to go here. They're great. So, fun stories.
Oh, by the way, while I was there, I had gin and tonic beer.
What?
It had,
wow.
It wasn't actually didn't have gin and tonic in it. It had like juniper berries in there, and it was like
yum,
really light and refreshing. It was like sub-lager level hoppiness. Like it was like not hoppy at all. It was really good.
Do you remember the brewery is the question.
Yeah, it was the Free State Brewery.
Aww,
I love how many people were...
reader.
Do you not have a shave ticket on
Now
your
I
chest?
won't visit again
I
for
do have a
many
shave ticket,
years.
but they were-
I love how many
awesome,
people in the
though.
chat
Hi.
were referencing it's hot in Topeka.
It's
It's miserably humid in that part of the world. We have 5 seasons in that part of the world. All the usual 4 and hell. It's awful. Hey Jeremy,
Yes.